Please welcome to the show, what a treat this is, Chris O'Dowd. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm terrific.
Welcome.
I'm terrific.
Welcome. Lots to talk about. I love the IT crowd. We'll get to that in a bit. But the Sapphires thing, this movie that you're in, how familiar with racism in Australia were you?
I mean, not a lot. I was probably informed to the extent of watching 2 or 3 films over the course of the last 10 years on the subject. I'm a lot better informed now, but before I took the film on, obviously I come from a country which kind of suffered a lot of suppression and oppression of its own sort. And I think, we can just assume where Brits have been involved, there's going to be something bad that's gone down. And Aussies, I guess, have really bared the brunt of it, or particularly, Indigenous Australians. And we kind of it's a comedy musical. And I think that in suppressed communities, sometimes it can feel like everything is kind of doom and gloom. And whenever you talk about that particular small group, all of the arts around it, or it's kind of shown in a very serious, down kind of light. So I think they were very interested in making this a very happy film, and not kind of apologizing for that. Let's depict it in a way that, like, these are really fun, gregarious people.
Right. As much as it's wildly different between Bridesmaids and Girls and this, you are the guy that is very comfortably cast in scenes with strong women in strong situations. And for the longest time, people talked about the roles women had in films. You're in the 3 most impactful ones right now. Sapphires hopefully will be one.
Yeah.
Are you accidentally comfortable? Goes back to childhood?
I'm a male Goldie Hawn. This is happening. I am. No, I am very aware of that, and I kind of come from a very matriarchal family. I grew up with 3 very strong sisters. And a very kind of neo-feminist mother. So I feel comfortable in female surroundings where not necessarily the emphasis is on me, because I was the youngest of 5, and I guess that's probably where I feel most comfortable, being bullied by women. It's where I'm at.
That's right.
Yeah.
Growing up in that family with a neo-feminist...
I'm loving these...
Yeah, it's from the World Food Program, right?
Oh, it is? Oh, that's
like
great. Yeah, it feels like I want to go camping.
What? Wasn't your wedding a camping excursion?
Oh, yeah, we had some tents.
And onesies, no less.
Yeah, we went with onesies.
Yeah.
It's just where I'm at my best.
We got a wedding. We have something for the wedding, don't we? There's your onesie. Oh, your tracksuits. So whose idea was it to have a wedding like that?
Well, this was actually this was the day after we got married. And that's my father-in-law's head just peeking around.
He's photobombing you.
Yeah. And OP, my wife's name is Porter, like her surname is Porter. But she's going to change it to O Porter, just to bring it a little bit.
That's
Yeah, so that's what we're going with.
Okay. So this one here, I don't normally get too heavily into relationships because it's not really any of our business, but this clip made me, I think this is before you, and it made me laugh, of Dawn.
Rugged looks. I don't want someone that looks really kind of girly. Strong build. I want someone that smells really sexy. Good dancer. And that obviously leads on to great sex.
That's from a BBC series in 2008.
Yeah, that's right. She nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
That was her vision board, and you're the guy.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say, you are welcome.
Well, in this film, as much as it's a funny film, there's a lot of drama for you, and I know you've done that stuff before.
Yeah.
Is that a push? A place that you want to go?
No, it's kind of where I started. I went to drama school and probably did more classical stuff, and probably thought at that stage that I would be a dramatic actor. And I think when I was younger, I didn't realize that you could make money from comedy. I didn't think that that was actually a realistic lifestyle choice.
Right. Show you a picture of Maureen O'Sullivan. What is this? When you see her face, right, as Jane.
Oh, wow.
What
That's amazing.
What does she mean to you?
Well, you know, she's so Maureen O'Sullivan was the first Jane in Tarzan, and she also grew up 2 doors down from me in the west of Ireland, and you know, left when she was a late teenager and kind of made a life, obviously, in LA. And one of my earliest memories, when I was, I think maybe 4 or 5, she came back for the first time, and they threw her a parade. And I had never seen a parade for anybody other than St. Patrick.
Who did not live 2 doors down.
He didn't live 2 doors down, and he had done the whole getting rid of the snake stuff because of that big snake problem we had. And I've never understood that. Ireland is a real breeding ground for snakes. But yeah, she, so when I saw the kind of celebratory welcome that she had received, there must have been something, there can't be, it's such a vivid memory to watching her on this like float going by in the street, and she would have been in her 70s at this stage, and thinking, wow, she must have done something really great. So it must have sparked something in me. It's too much to be a coincidence.
Even in the show, you know, the IT Crowd, even that show, there's this idea of outsiders.
Yeah.
You know, which is, even though it's a comedy, in a sort of traditional sitcom sense, it's not really about that. It's about a bunch of guys who don't belong.
Yeah, it is, and I think that that's a world that I'm very kind of comfortable with. Kind of that slightly pushed away from mainstream. I was, you know, growing up, I was 6 foot when I was 11. I was that kind of very weird-looking creature with hadn't grown into my face, as my mother would say, and. So I was the kind of not necessarily welcomed into the world of romance at that time. And yeah, so yeah, I've always kind of felt like a little bit of an outsider in those kind of regards. So I generally am drawn to those parts, I think.
All right, here we go. So what food is the most disappointing to eat after you smell it?
What?
The food smells wonderful.
Yeah.
Then you eat it and you go, eh.
Coffee cake.
There you go. That's a good answer. What's the hardest place for you to shave?
Airplane toilet.
Good answer. Football or cricket?
Football.
Football or rugby?
Football.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble with dogs.
All right. Which animal deserves a giant kick in the ass?
Oh God. Oh, I mean, cats.
I'm with you on that one.
You know what? Just cheer up, cats.
What do you have to do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, life's so hard. Just cheer up.
Did you actually used to collect Yorkie chocolate bar wrappers?
That's true, yeah.
And you covered your wall with them?
Yeah, I had like 1,000 of them.
What's on your wall now?
Obesity stickers.
If you could go back to 1995 and talk to your 16-year-old self,
yeah,
what would you say?
It's all right, because you'll get them later.
Thank you. Thank you so much.